Bonjour, mes amis. Welcome back to another one of these. Full disclosure, this is my second attempt at making this video. Because the first time I was talking about it, I didn't have anything ready, and I have a lot of thoughts about this. And I got so worked up that my face turned red and I got a headache. So I know these are supposed to be stream of consciousness, but like the first take is really bad. It's really bad. Um, yeah, maybe I put it up for like my 10th YouTube anniversary or something. Anyways, this one's gonna be slower and hopefully I can be more coherent with my own thoughts and organize them in actual sentences rather than exasperated pleas at the camera, where the only person staring back is me and I'm having a great hair day actually. Um, this isn't about You Can't Go Home Again, by the way, because that behemoth of a book is, I'm chipping away at it at a quiet pace. And every once in a while, I do need a break. And so when I have more time off to myself, like I do right now, I like to have a couple of tabs open with the different books in my head. Usually two. I've done three before. That was a little overkill. Didn't really understand anything about any of the books I was reading. So today's about my second book. And this book is called In the Meantime, Finding Yourself and the Love That You Want. And this is by, stay with me now, Iyanla Vanzant, I believe. That is the most anglicized pronunciation ever. I'm sorry, Queen, that's the best I could do. I looked up how to pronounce her name and I couldn't find anything credible, so that's my best try. This is from a friend of mine who is probably my most loyal video viewer. Hi. So this one's just for you, girl. And my friend originally recommended this book to me because we were talking about a couple of things, and I brought up that and I've said this before, I think, is it's always important to engage with differing opposing viewpoints from your own, because that's what helps you grow your own beliefs and the principles, I guess. I don't know. It solidifies your beliefs into principles when you can actually critically think about them, look at opposing evidence, and stand your ground and make a case for the things that you believe in and the things that you live by in life, and discourse like that makes you stronger in what you actually care about and really shows you that what you're believing in is for you. Or in the other case, what you're believing it might not be for you, and maybe it's time to look elsewhere for inspiration and thought. This book is opposing all right, differing all right. It's pretty out there. And there's things in here that I aggressively disagree with. I do think this is a good book for you if you are in like rock bottom and all you believe is that this is how it's going to be for the rest of your life and there's no way out, and it's very hard for you to see big picture and the fact that there is still future left. There are things left for you still. If you're in a position like that, then I think this would be a nice book to sort of pull you back into reality. But otherwise, I'm a little skeptical about it. First of all, it is a self-help book. I have my own biases against the self-help genre. I found that a big chunk of it, and I think the more commercially talked about chunk of it, is when a idea or a philosophy is sold to you rather than discussed. And that's why, like, I've always been like, oh, I don't really like respect that genre as much as I should, because I think it's kind of like selling an idea. Not all of them. My biases of the self-help genre, I think, have been broken pretty recently, I would say, after I had a new friend who actually is into this genre and talks about it in a very interesting and engaging way, where it is discourse rather than here's something cool, digest it now, you know. And he recommended a book to me, and that's called Atlas of the Heart by Brene Brown. And that book has helped me in ways I cannot even put into words, where it has helped me talk about my own thoughts and feelings and emotions in ways that I couldn't before, not even to others or myself. But the difference between Brene Brown's book, that's the only one I've read so far. I'm not sure how her other work is like. And this book and the ones that I would lump into this category of selling you a pill is in Brene Brown's books, like these are some of my experiences, these are some of my thoughts. It's more personal philosophy. This is what has worked for me, and it's been really cool, and I want to share it. Kind of like what I do with these YouTube videos, I guess. Whereas these ones are kind of like, here is how I figured it out. And if it works for me, it might work for you too. So like, get on this train, because this is where it's at. I don't really like that. I never really like anybody trying to sell me a pill like that. Good for her. Like, she talks about it in the introduction of the book, that after like 3 marriages, she finds the one that she's been waiting for. And, good for her. I love love. I love people and love. But what works for her might not work for everybody else. And what worked for her is something that I think is a very dangerous, slippery slope. It's in the title. It's called In the Meantime. And this is why my friend recommended this book to me, is because we were discussing the idea of waiting in life, and there being a meantime, a meanwhile. But it's a very dangerous thing to think about your life or segments of your life as a waiting room, a waiting period, a meantime that you are just sort of thugging out and enduring and trying to get through to get to that point where you will be happy and you will have all that you want and you will be loved and appreciated. This is more predominantly on love, romantic love too. And the writer clearly has a lot of religious themes to it. It's not like a religious book, but like she talks about God's timing and divine plans. And I believe in God. I believe in God. I believe in the universe pushing you to certain things. And I believe in the universe having a fundamental structure and somebody out there looking out for you. I believe that. But I don't believe that everybody has a divinely determined, the perfect one for you, and that's the one that you wait for. I don't believe that. There's things in life that are worth waiting for, but if you wait for the rest of your life for something or someone, and you just assume that it's coming, and you treat your current status, state, whatever, as a waiting room to fast forward through, I think it can turn very dangerous, wherein you wait a long time for something you don't even know you're guaranteed, and then one day it'll hit you in the middle of nowhere that, no fuck, like, what am I waiting for? The reason why I'm so aggressively opposed to that worldview is because I am a victim of it myself. There are experiences I've had in my childhood, in my early teens, where I was deeply unhappy about things fundamental to my life, and yet I wasn't necessarily in a bad situation. I was having fun. I had, people around me and fun experiences, but I chose to overlook them, and I chose to not understand the weight of it, or not let the weight of it all get to me, because I was like, oh, this is a transitionary state. I'm in the cocoon right now. I'm gonna be a butterfly later when I'm gonna have so much more fun, and I did. Like my life turned out to be great, but I do regret that a lot, is slipping into that mindset of, oh, I gotta wait this out, duck this out, fast forward through this. I don't like that. Big thing about this book is the whole premise of it is, which I didn't say at all, by the way. I just started like, this is why I fucking hate this. The whole premise of it is our lives and our minds are a house, and we are cleaning this house because we're expecting guests. Dude, this is what I've picked up from this book. Tell me if I'm wrong. I mean, this is my interpretation. Like, she could be laying down something that I'm not picking up. But that's the whole, and I thought it was cute in the beginning. It's like, oh, let's do a little dusting, let's take out the trash, let's pull up the shades and let some sun in. But the whole point is, like, here's all the work that we're doing on ourselves. Again, like, it's more the finding yourself part rather than that. Like, it's not like, oh, here's all the love that you can find. No, it's not like that. It's more like finding yourself, working on yourself, you as a work in progress, and actionable bullet points of what you can do to better yourself, which I appreciate, but I don't appreciate the motivation behind it. How do I say this? This is what got me worked up in the first take. Oh my god, that was like 15-20 minutes long. I'm getting there. I'm gonna clean the house because I fucking live here, like, not because I'm expecting guests. I'm not gonna live in a filthy pigsty in my own filth and grime when it's just for me, but when I am waiting for guests to arrive in my life, I'm gonna get off my ass and clean it up. I don't think that's a very healthy view for self-help. Any sort of self-help, any sort of like bettering yourself and stuff like that. I don't agree with that. And probably the one that I'm the most mad and upset about is that the overarching message is there is somebody for you, either divinely destined or whatever. Like, there is somebody for you. There is somebody for everybody. And in the meantime of from now to when they appear, or not, it's not appear, like her own guy was like a friend from before who turned into whatever, from now to when you can be with them, you work on yourself and you try to make yourself a perfect version of yourself for the perfect person for you. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm an avid believer of there is no perfect version of yourself, and there is no perfect version of somebody else that you're going to end up with. And I think a lot of times it's like, yeah, I'm going to better myself. That doesn't mean I'm just going to give up. But it's for yourself. It's for you. It's just a challenge. You, as people, we are fundamentally works in progress, continually being shaped by our own experiences and the people in our lives. But there is no end goal. There is no perfect state that you're supposed to get to. And certainly not that, oh, when you get to that state, you are going to be the most deserving and worthy of love. Love doesn't wait for you to be perfect. Because there is no perfect. Love isn't perfect. Fuck, dude. Like, love isn't perfect either. You're not. I think it sets a bad precedent where people might think that we have to earn love. We have to make ourselves lovable. You're lovable at all your states. You're lovable at your rock bottom, and you're lovable when you're struggling, and you're lovable when you're thriving. I don't agree with that. I think that's extremely dangerous. There is no perfect version of you that is the most deserving of love. You deserve love all the time. And so when life offers you, you take it, you try, you give it a chance, because it gives you a chance too. My friend and I, we were talking about this different friend who I've been friends with for a long time, and the context of us meeting each other in high school was sheer luck, like pure dumb luck. Like, even 2 days ago we were driving and we're like, how the fuck did that even happen? Like, somebody got changed last minute, and then one of us moved, the other of us also moved, and it was insane. It's complete luck by which I have met the people that I love, except like the people that are biologically connected to me. And so that just happens. Life just gives you lemons. But after that, what you do is completely up to you. That part is choice. And I think that's something that's a little ignored in the book, in the sense that you can't really force that luck. It's not like, oh, when you are a certain version of yourself, you just get more lucky. I think that's a dangerous idea to be talking about, especially in a self-help book. Again, it might be good for somebody who is at rock bottom and they're really lost as to, okay, what's the point of me trying to better my dad? What's the point of me trying to be better if like I have no life still? You do. Start here maybe, but I wouldn't say stay here. This could be a good stepping stone, kind of like a training wheels of how to be better for yourself. But you shouldn't be cleaning the house because you're expecting guests. You should be cleaning your house because you live there and it's for yourself. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I have a lot of opinions and none of them make sense. And that's why I get worked up about them. What else? I have quotes that I do want to read. And okay, this first one, this is just me being a bitch, okay? This is just me being a bitch in the sense that one of the quotes that stood out to me the most is when she's talking about somebody in the meantime. That's how she kind of contextualizes it as like different sort of case studies of characters. And she says, time is of absolutely no consequence when you are doing healing work directed toward inner growth. But then you say that and then your book is titled In the Meantime, and so you are implying that there is a meantime while you are working on yourself to get to an end goal. I don't know. That was a little contradictory to me, and that kind of made me a little upset. At the writer, whatever. These are my thoughts and feelings. All of them are valid. Some of them are going to be bad. Some of them are going to be racist. So, why is everybody so loud today? Whatever. Yeah. There is a quote that I do like a lot. I mean, I've been kind of thinking back about it. About the luck thing, when my friend and I were talking, we decided that, yeah, luck is how you meet people, and then after that, you just give everybody a chance. You give friends chances, you give lovers chances, and you take a chance on each other and see what happens. Like, friendship isn't there on the first day. It is built by two individuals who try and put in the effort and take a chance on each other. There are friends that I would die for that when I first met them, I thought they were fucking annoying. And yet, after we gave each other a chance and we built something together, we have a beautiful, beautiful friendship. Romantic love too, because that is the focus of this book. I should probably come back there too. You don't start with romantic love. You don't start with, oh, there needs to be certain romantic feelings for something. No, that's called, I think, that's infatuation, when you just start with like, oh my god, I'm going to like just straight up have this guy's kids and like frolic with them in the field. You can't start there. You can't start with your romantic fantasy, because that's infatuation, that's obsession. And at worst, that is a projection of what you want from somebody else rather than who they are. You take a chance on each other when you respect and care and appreciate the other person, each other. I think that's where the reciprocity does matter. Both of you make a decision to like, yeah, let's give this a shot. That's how it works, I think. I believe in divinity, but I don't believe in divinity in the sense that one day you just have like, oh, this is the person, this is it. You make that person there. I don't believe in soulmates. Soulmates are made, not found. Big thing about love, I think I like collecting definitions of love because my own kind of sucks. It's a work in progress. Brene Brown has a really good one. She probably has, in that book, my favorite definition of love ever. I don't have the copy of the book, but I do have like a photo of it in my gallery. and I have it written down in my journal, and I quite enjoy that. Maybe I'll talk about that someday. But I don't like, I like having the copy of the book to go like this too. But there is a line here that I really appreciate as a definition of love. It is, and it goes, quote, "The truth is that love is supportive and nurturing, not aggressive or demanding. It is protective, not overwhelming. Love expands, gives, and heals." That's the end of the sentence. After that, she starts talking about something interesting. It's like we feel a lot of pain when we are born, and that's why we unconsciously conclude that love is painful and violent. But it's a little out there. I liked the actionable steps of how to take care of yourself. I really enjoyed that. Finding yourself, and the way, like, the questions that she posits are, I think, very interesting. But I don't think if you're on a finding yourself journey, do it. That's my father sneezing. If you're on a self-help journey, finding yourself journey, do it for yourself. Don't do it for anybody else. Don't do it for a reward that we are not even promised. How do you wait for the rest of your life for someone you're not even sure is going to show up? But there will be people that show up, regardless of where you are in your life. They love the work in progress version of you. They're not waiting for you to turn perfect. And the best part is they will grow with you. They will give you room to grow. They will give you room to breathe, and they will grow with you. And they will wait. They will wait in the sense that they will wait as you figure yourself out. They're not going to leave because they're waiting for the most complete, perfect, I don't know any words. I don't know any words. They're not after perfection. Love and affection and friendship and romance, it's not about perfection. It's about trying. It's about a conscious decision to give this person a shot. This person in front of me that is broken and beaten and has cracks and is a sinner. We're all sinners, dude. This is probably the longest video ever, and this is longer than the take that I deleted because I got too worked up. I don't know. What is this for? What is any of this for? I'm very guilty of treating my own life, stages of my own life, even like this stage of my life right now, did not work out in the way I wanted it to. I thought this was going to set up a foundation for my professional aspirations, and it didn't in the way that I wanted it to. And I started taking that personally. And I can't. That's not, I can't fast forward through this stage of my life because this is important. It's not that you endure it. You live through it. The wisdom comes after. There's a great Exervia video. If you're on YouTube already and you've heard me talk for 23 minutes, you should watch Exervia's video too. It's a good one. Should I link it in the description box? Maybe. But he has a British accent, so he's much more pretentious than me, so at least I get points. Anyway, this has been long enough. Thank you once again for joining me on this journey as I find myself, talk about my own thoughts and feelings, and my own guilt and struggles and all the other stuff. As always, when we get to 100 subscribers, I'm going to check myself into a mental institution, and I will deliver on that promise. I swear to God. Grippy socks, here I fucking come. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. This is great. I feel so seen. I hope you are just as crazy as me and are having just as fun as I am being fucking bonkers. I look good today. I like the hair. I think I'm gonna keep it. Okay, bye. I hope you had a great day. I love you. Okay, good night, girl. Good night. Yay. Bye.